Let's take a look at the new gameplay that we've seen of Sonic Frontiers from Tokyo Game Show. Okay, so this first bit of gameplay, I don't know where this is ripped from. I think it's originally from the IGN channel. This is re-uploaded by somebody else. This might have been just like a direct rip from the stream or something. This is kind of showing us the gameplay loop. Look at this. I've never seen this map before today. We got a bunch of stuff like how many gears you have, how many of the keys you have, how many, I'm guessing like, well, there's the Kocos. I don't know what the ring level could be. Obviously this one's speed, attack, defense. But I don't know what the ring level is. It's ring capacity? No way it's ring capacity. I guess that makes sense though. Anyways, so they show like the different levels and stuff. And then I guess this is also like one of the other random collectibles. It looks like these are the purple coins. I think these are the symbols that of the purple coins that we saw with the tower. So yeah, we're seeing bits and pieces of the map there. Like it's gonna unlock in like squares and stuff like on a grid. I don't know. Okay, so here we can already see like a few things about the HUD. I'm guessing that this is like here, I'll move chat for a sec. It looks like this right here is obviously like a marker for like your main objective. We have our boost meter here. I think this is very tasteful and minimalistic. There's a little thing here where my camera is. I'm gonna hide my face real quick. There's this thing right here near the beginning. It shows. Where's the little symbol? I'm trying to see the yellow symbol. There it is. I don't know what this does. I have no clue what this does. And it's in Japanese. I can't read it. So it's some sort of like alert thing. Maybe it's for the burb because the burb is like right here. So maybe you can like call to the burb or something. But yeah, this is giving us just a general feel of what it's going to be like uncut gameplay with that's like actually like not just somebody like taking their iPhone going like this and being like, okay, let's see what we got. And it looks really good. Sonic running around, killing some enemies. What's going on? I mean, I can just like let this play out and like talk about things. Doing a little bit of the platforming. And it looks so fluid, man. Like this actually looks like somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing when they're playing video games. It's not like none of these three are playing. I don't know who's playing off screen. It looks like this person's actually played video games before. The little boost out of the air. That didn't take them very far, by the way. I should point that out. Which is like, okay, I think that's totally fine. Speedrunning wise, it looks like, unless maybe you have boost leveled up like a crazy amount or something like that, you won't be able to do like crazy tricks where you like get a ton of height, boost really far ahead, skip something, or like go over like a huge like ditch or something. You know what I mean? Or go from like one mountain to another. Like I don't think we're gonna be able to do anything really crazy like this or like that. Here they run into one of the really big boss fights that it's just kind of like out in the open. Next to the little Eggman building that we've seen before. Dude, it looks so nice at 60 FPS. It seems watching this whole thing that it keeps a very consistent frame rate and it looks really good. Oh my god, yeah, I'm also really glad, Basura, that they got rid of that red homing attack symbol. I love listening to them pop off too, because that was actually a really cool moment. Because we've seen it in the trailer, but just seeing like how fluid it is from just like the enemy slamming his like arm down into just like running all the way up and being able to like attack him. It's so sick. So then you have little combos and it'll do a little, it's very subtle, but there's numbers here when you do damage, so you know how much damage you're doing per attack. Now this might be because this is still the first area, but like very little amounts of damage are doing a lot to its health bar. I figure like maybe late game like Sonic will do like hundreds per attack, but so basically what they did here is they got the gear. They didn't even finish fighting the boss, which I think is kind of troll. I'm very sad that they didn't even just finish killing it. Maybe they were told they were not allowed to. One thing of note is the little Kocos. Whenever you stop moving, the Kocos appear around you if you like wait long enough. Yeah, the little rock balls. They're so cute. Look how happy they are. Oh, he did a little flip. You know what else is really satisfying and really subtle? This autosave thing. That's so subtle, but it's so nice. I love it. We also have like a little bar up here. Same kind of thing with finding your main objective. Pretty classic for open world games. And this is our first full look from like going in cyberspace, completing a level, and coming out. And I believe this is new footage. I don't think they've shown Chemical Plant before, but this is Chemical Plant. I don't know who these people are. I love this girl's Sonic ears though. They're adorable. Anyways, Chemical Plant. Woo, let's go. This area looks really cool. It looks really good. Now, I will say, it seems here there's some issues with like handling. Sonic turns a little bit weird. And I don't know if it's just the guy who's playing. Like maybe you're supposed to drift here because I know there's a drift function in game. So I'm a little bit worried about that, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Oh, there was that. I cannot believe you can save yourself here. Look what happens. So they run off the side, realize they're falling, and boost into the wall. And without landing on anything, they jump out of it. Kind of insane that they are able to save that there. The whole point of these cyberspace stages is it's supposed to be old stages, so I think it's like fine. Yeah, it's supposed to be made from Sonic's memories. Yeah, so it's supposed to be stages that we've played through before. It would be nice to have brand new ones. But at least like the open zone area is like brand new. Like that's all that is brand new. It's just these stages that only last like a minute. That's like old stages we've already been to. I think the cyberspace areas are kind of cool, but I understand why people don't like them and also why people think it's kind of lazy because it is a little bit lazy, but it's still kind of pog. It's still something that's like they wanted to do something brand new, but they didn't want to go too far away from what they know. And I think this is a good happy medium as opposed to like them doing things like Generations, where Generations did well and then they did Forces, and like Forces they were like, well, it's like Generations, so people will like it. You know, they're still obviously very much trying to do something different here, but they have these stages for people who are like, oh, it still needs to be Sonic. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do cyberspace as an afterthought for people who like boost. See, that's what I was wondering, because people are saying like they're optional, but I feel like some of them are mandatory, right? Because you need to get the Chaos Emeralds to like progress. I don't exactly understand the gameplay loop to a T, but oh, there's other ways to get keys. Okay, that's why. There's other ways to get keys, because after completing the stage, they're going to get an Emerldd key here. So, anyways. So yeah, playing through the rest of the cyberspace stages. This stage is very quick. And there are slower routes. Like here you can see like the person playing managed to get a shortcut. And I thought that was kind of interesting. A little bit of a gamer. That stage was less than a minute though. Not bad. I think, you know, I like these. I like that they'll have, I'm sure there'll be like tons of ILs for these like cyberspace worlds, trying to get best times and also, you know, all the coins and stuff, or not the coins, the red rings. I saw this. I don't really think there's 999. God, I hope there isn't 999. I think they just don't want to spoil how many there are. So they just have it as that for now. But, and I also wonder what these are. There's like all these like other challenges. Cause look, they didn't finish this last one. They have these, and I just don't know what they say. I assume something along the lines of like 40 rings, get an S rank, complete the stage maybe. And then this one's find the key maybe. So I don't know. The fourth goal. Oh, the fourth goal is, is the fourth goal get all the red rings? Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That's cool. Oh, max rings are 999. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I don't know if that's just for like the demo or if it's how it actually is or what, but it's really, because that's one thing that's annoying about looking at gameplay like this. There's certain things right now that we won't know if it's going to be like that in the final game. Or if it's just like, oh, we specifically did this for the demo because we don't want to spoil blah, 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 blah. Or like, we wanted to unlock, we wanted you to have the ability to have 999 rings just because, like, oh, it's just, like, easier than what you're actually, because it probably, like, levels up. So you're probably only allowed to have, like, maybe at first, like, 100 at a time or something. Let's move on. Little animation of Sonic getting the Emerald keys. Or an Emerald key, rather. There's the Emerald. I'm sure that's like tutorial text. That's a little cool thing. I like that. I like that. When you're running near the little shrine areas, the portals, it lets you know what objectives you've completed and like what time you got. Like this is a cool thing because you can like run past things and be like, okay, let me see like, oh, like what have I done for this cyberspace area? You know what I'm saying? Very convenient. Dude, I love, something about it being nighttime and being able to see just that big bright red light in the sky. It's so cool. Also them showing off again that you can stay in one place in the Koco spawn. It's just such a cute little touch. Chat's back. I hit it earlier because I was trying to show something on screen. And again, I think everything looks great and fluid, but nice bitrate / compression momento. But what I will say is with general movement around these areas and stuff, everything that we've always seen from either the demos or the gameplay that's been shown, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1. I really want to know how much the Sonic speed gets affected because it's one of the biggest things I'm worried about as far as like general control of Sonic goes in this game. Because there's also like in the settings you can adjust Sonic's speed, how fast how finely he turns, his acceleration, his bounce height, like all this random shit. And it's like we don't know really how big of an effect changing those settings has on Sonic in general. And I want to know, like, is this actually level 1 speed for Sonic? Or is it actually like level 50, but they're only showing level 1 now because blah, 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 blah. Probably not. It probably is actually level 1. But then that makes me wonder what the fuck level 99 looks like. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I think this is like a fine pace. Like, I feel like Sonic still looks kind of fast, but he's not like going like giga crazy fast, which I think there definitely needs to be a balance for this kind of game. Because I feel like there is such a thing as too fast. So assumably, using all the Emerald keys that Sonic has, getting a Chaos Emerald. I thought more would happen when he got a Chaos Emerald, but I guess not. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for speedrunning, what most people are going to do is they're going to turn everything up to max. But maybe it'll be worth to adjust it slightly to, like, get a better feel of, like, what you want. I don't know. I'm sure everybody will feel it out and figure out what exactly they like more. So, that was the first one. There is another one. It's two other people playing a different section. And this is actually in full screen. Wow, full screen. I believe this is from the same event. I believe this is still from Tokyo Game Show. Is there big gameplay? I didn't see any big gameplay. He was drifting in Tokyo? Yeah, definitely. He was definitely drifting in Tokyo. I haven't seen anybody use drift, by the way. Anytime I've seen anybody move with Sonic, I know there's a drift function. I have not seen anybody do it. They jumped really high there. I don't know if that was a slope jump or what, but they went really high. It looks like it's a slope jump. Because normally, I'm pretty sure Sonic's not supposed to go that high. It's interesting because that is such a small slope. So I wonder if you can do that against like rocks and shit. And if so, I think that'd be pretty cool. We about to have the sauce, hopefully. Potentially. Anyways, this is showing off just like one of the puzzles. I think that most of this gameplay is just them showing off puzzles. More of the pause menu, which is nice. We get like a better look at the area. This looks like the battlefield that they see. God, what is the enemy called? It's like the ninja or something, right? Yeah, imagine that slope jump that they did on that switch with like a shit ton of speed. It's gonna be so dope. These are the guys spawning. Do you know what's creepy is they have like little eyes on their shoulders that move around. I thought that little animation there was kind of cool, but mostly just kind of cheesy. Look at this, dude. They fly into the air, but they like keep going upwards. It almost looks like what it like in SA2 when you have like skewed gravity and you just like, I don't know, or he's like carrying his skewed gravity upwards. It's so weird. Oh, maybe that's what this is. Training simulator. Okay. We're learning what the yellow thing is. Maybe if you want training for a specific thing, it tells you like how to do it if you want the tutorial. There's that little thing. There's some weird things with the physics, which I honestly, it's a really dope thing for speedrunning. I just hope that it doesn't make the game play badly. It'll be really cool if there's like tricks and stuff that we can abuse because like we know how to like abuse like the physics of the game as opposed to like things that are just annoying because the game is programmed poorly and then makes people mess up more. You know what I mean? The game is looking a lot nicer, dude. It's sick. It's super, super sick. Let's keep her going. I'm gonna turn them down a bit. So you get to go like explore the like little shrines and stuff. I think it's really cool. We've seen this area, I feel like, a billion times. They're coming up here on this arena that we've seen with the ninja. I don't know if they fight the ninja in this, I forget. Yeah, he's down there. Ninja. Ninja. And they're showing like little tutorials as we're going. Dude, that little puddle of water had the wave there. That was kind of sick. Dude, this guy is like a fighting game character. They're going to die. Dude, the combat is so fucking cool. Certain things about it, like even here. Look, so they home in, do a combo, dodge around, and then like instead of like doing, I'm sure like they're just kind of pressing buttons here, so they didn't intentionally do this. But they do a dodge to go around, and then they disengage. They disengage, but with like a jump away, and then they can just like run around freely and then decide when to approach again. I think that's so fluid and so sick. Anyways, they kill the ninja, and then they get another little gear thing. So anyway, we boosting. We moving. We still seeing some popping. All right, I don't like that, I'll be honest, but at least it's not as bad as it was. And at least one of the big things is at least all of the gameplay we've seen so far, it's been a consistent 60 FPS. And I think that's great. It doesn't look like bad. Like, you know how Nintendo games will show off games sometimes and you'll just see the frame drops just like constantly throughout gameplay? We're not seeing any of that. It's keeping it very, very, very consistent, so. What if you could jump over that gate? I mean, maybe you could jump around it or something. But there might be like a little like invisible wall or barrier that spawns when you fight the ninja guy. They didn't even really try to like run away for real, so we could check. The puzzle we've seen a billion times with the statues. It looks like there is a way around at least this door. If you look over on the side there, there's like a ring and like it looks like a light dash trail or something. But maybe it's to go, maybe it's only one way because it looks like the ring would launch you over to here where the statues are. So they open the door and you know, it's still like, honestly, look, I get it. I can't imagine that they're going to show us much more gameplay because we've been seeing like the same areas, and I get they don't want to show too much. I think that's wise. But like, there's only so much more they can really show us. This is huge. This is cool. All right, so this is unlocking Psyloop, and it's a first look at the grid of different abilities that Sonic might get. Now, I'm sure there's like some of this is like combat, because like there's this little like wave slash looking thing. It looks like the beams of light that we've seen Sonic kind of like shoot out when he does like, you know, the combo where he's like punching and kicking the air and like shooting beams at people. I think that like that's this. But there's a bunch of other random stuff in here that I don't know about. Like this looks like it's some sort of stomp shockwave or something. But I don't know if this is all combat or if this is all like just random abilities Sonic will learn. Because apparently Sonic's supposed to learn more. Like Psyloop is used for a bunch of different things. Like obviously like knocking enemies up into the air. Used for different puzzles and stuff. There's also apparently like Sonic can use the Psyloop to like if he draws different symbols with the Psyloop. Like let's say an infinity symbol. He can have infinite boost for a short period of time. And like if he does a heart or something, it does something else. I don't know. It looks like these right here are different, maybe ones you can equip or something. Like this is the menu of ones that you have currently equipped. Anyways, running ahead to the torch puzzle we've seen a billion times. You just kind of Psyloop in a circle. And then you unlock more of the map. Now, one thing I didn't really notice before until I saw this gameplay is when you unlock more of the map with these puzzles, it actually does things like, look, now there's a rail that's there. It spawns in like different platforming things. So I'm sure a lot of solving puzzles will not only be for like collectibles and level up items, but also just to unlock certain areas to explore more, which I think is really cool. I think that's actually a really dope way to incentivize exploration. And also give us a real reason to solve the puzzles other than to just solve them. Anyways, more enemies. This fight, again, we've seen a billion times. Here they find another cyberspace area, but I think the gameplay cuts off like soon here. I don't think they go into that cyberspace thing. I already watched this before stream, so. Do they go into this one? Oh, they need 2, don't they? Ah, yes, they need 2 gears to open this one, so they couldn't open it. Which is actually kind of interesting because I thought you only needed like one of those gears to open one of those one of the cyberspace portals. But anyways, after putting the gear into the portal, it spawns another boss enemy. The spiky dick enemy. Anyways, I believe that the end of this this gameplay is just them fighting this. Oh yeah, this is literally where it ends. That's hype. Yeah, so then a little bell rings and then they're done playing. But anyways, really dope Sonic Frontiers gameplay we're seeing right now, man. I think the game is looking phenomenal. There are some things that are interesting for like speedrunning, like the thing that we saw again with the slope jump here. Actually, I want to go back to the slope jump just one more time, man. It's at like the very beginning, right? Where's it at? It's right here, right there. Dude, just imagine if you can do this off of this random switch here and get this much height off of a single jump. Imagine this like off just like random rocks and shit just to get to where you're going. The only thing that I'm kind of not so sure about is we saw in the first video, it shows like boosting in the air and like how far people actually go. Because you don't really go far. I just think that like, I don't know how crazy broken we're going to be able to like push crazy jumps like that, but I don't know. This will at least give us a way to do like big jumps for skips potentially. Because like theoretically, like let's say I got enough like height from that switch there. If we can do that in other places, then when we make it up to like say this door here, right here, like what if we could run past the ninja fight and get a jump that just gets us onto the ledge here to go around? These are the little random things you gotta be thinking about. At least me, I gotta be thinking about for speedrunning the game. But anyways, yeah, dude, I think Frontiers is looking sick. I hopefully this is the last bit of news, bro. We've been getting so much news about Frontiers. I kind of don't want to be over spoiled. You know what I'm saying? But they keep showing like gameplay from like the same area, so I feel like I haven't been spoiled really at all. So I just wanna play this game, man. It's right around the corner. Hey, thanks for watching. Goodbye. I don't know.